75% of people say AI makes them more productive. Only 13% of the companies say it actually improved their results. Something does not add up. Today, I want to show you what really happening in that gap. Welcome to Careers Voice Unfiltered. I'm glad you are here. I have spent 25 years in corporate IT and I want to start something new on this channel. A series on real honest cost of AI. Not the hype, not the fear, just what I actually seeing backed by real research. Quick question before we start. How many hours a week do you think you spend fixing AI mistakes? Take a guess. Drop your number in the comments. I will show you the real answer in a minute. Let me tell you about a consultant named Benjamin. This is a real case from a Harvard Business Review study. Benjamin hired an AI agent to manage his calendar. He wanted fewer interruptions, less back and forth, more free time. Here what actually happened. The AI booked a client call during his own prep time. It did not know that that block was off limits. Nothing on the calendar said so. Benjamin just knew. It booked two meetings across town with zero time to travel between them. It left out a manager who expected to be in a meeting. It messaged a senior official the same casual way it messaged his old college colleague. Benjamin is not an isolated case. Researchers gave this a name, Botsitting. It means the invisible work of managing AI so it actually useful. Feeding it context, catching its mistakes, double checking its work before you can trust it. The average worker spends 6.4 hours a week doing this. That's almost a full day workday. Here is the part that surprised me most. People spend 37% of their AI time just managing it. Only 36% goes to real work. You spend more time babysitting the tool than using it. Where do these 6.4 hours actually go? Three places. 2.3 hours a week just feeding the AI context it should already have. 2.2 hours catching and fixing its mistakes. 1.7 hours double checking its work before anyone can actually use it. None of this shows up in a productivity report. It's invisible labor, but it's very real time. Here is the real problem, and it's not technology. Leaders don't see this labor, so they don't budget for it. They don't staff for it. They just assume AI saves time. Full stop. There is a second issue too. More than half of workers, 53%, say the AI does not have the context it actually needs to do their job well. Not the data, the context, the unwritten stuff. Which version of the deck is the real one? What your team actually means by a word like pipeline. How a deal really closes versus how the manual says it closes. That context lives in people, not in documents, and most companies never built a way to give it to their IT. Here is a mistake I have watched leaders make more than once. They measure the wrong thing. Token usage, login counts, how often people use the tool, not whether the work actually got better. One researcher called these vanity metrics. Easy to count, easy to put in a slide for the board. But they don't tell you if anything actually improved. There is a real proof this matters. Companies that track quality, not just how much AI gets used, see far better results. 83% of workers say AI helped their work when quality was tracked too. Only 68% said that the same when only activity was tracked. What you measure changes what people actually do. I want to be honest with you here. I have seen this exact pattern myself inside real teams. Someone gets excited about a new AI tool. It looks great in a demo, then it goes live, and suddenly someone on the team is quietly spending hours every week cleaning up after it. fixing context it got wrong, rewriting outputs that almost worked but not quite. So, what actually works? A few things based on this research. First, measure the hidden time. Ask your team directly how many hours a week do you spend managing this, not using it. Second, build AI into the tools people already use. Every new separate AI tool is one more thing to learn, log into, and feed with context. One company I read about built AI directly into their existing email and support system instead of a whole new app nobody wanted to open. Third, track quality, not just usage. Don't reward how often the tools gets used. Reward whether the work actually got better. AI does not remove work, it moves it from doing the task to managing the tool that does the task. That's not a reason to avoid it, it's a reason to plan for it honestly. This is the first video in a new series I am calling The True Cost of AI. I will keep digging into the research like this, real data, not hype. If you want to see how this connects to the leadership roles and AI governance, I have got another series on that too, linked below. But this one stands on its own. How many hours did you guess at the start of this video? Was it close to 6.4? Tell me in the comments.